Hey guys, the Bombs Wipe here, and welcome to Danganronpa episode 52. And, we're at the trial, and that's really all we need to know for now. We'll explain things later. Let's get into it. Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
Okay, Allie coming out the gates. Okay, so we have ourselves as human beings. We have 3 suspects, right? Can't be Makoto, can't be Kyoko, likely not be Akio. So it's either Aoi, Toko, or Hiro. Okay?
I'm thinking it's Allie right now with how fucking standoffish she's been this whole time.
Exactly, and we know this game won't make it that easy. How Toko and Hiro have been so suspicious. They must have done something that they don't want people to know, but they didn't murder Sakura, because they wouldn't make it that obvious. The game makers wouldn't make it that obvious. Like, I mean, they obviously did it. The only time they did it was with the first chapter. And then simply by me simping so hard for Swiss, I figured out the third one immediately. So I feel like it has to be Aoi. And I don't know how or why, but it seems like the choice.
Whoa, deja vu.
I've been in this place before, coming down the streets.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Oh shit, my noise suppression still is.
Did he not say that line?
Maybe he did, yeah.
I did not hear a idiot from Byaku there.
I had nothing to do
Well,
with
it's
it.
probably because I was talking.
No, I think it's actually because the voice things are too low now. Need to be higher.
We're going to turn it up too high. Last time they were way too high.
Yeah, they're usually way too high in the trials, but I did turn down the Danganronpa volume, like, game-wise, to 45 out of 100. So I think we should be fine.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Innocent's really sure but that one of those 3 is the killer. She must have some reason for believing. Oh, here we go! It's game time.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Okay.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
Okay.
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
I think it might have been what Hiro said. How do I speed this up again?
It was one of you.
No.
One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
Oh, nice.
No, that's wrong.
Didn't even mean to click it.
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those 3 killed her.
Jesus, it feels so surreal to be in another trial. When's the last time we did one of these? I think it might have been close to a year ago now. Can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all three of them. When does that? What then? Does that mean one of them did it? Probably not.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
Okay, probably true.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw.
There we go.
No, that's wrong. Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura. It's the only explanation.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
Uh-huh, totally. But what Hiro said can't be right, because Sakura could have only gotten candy after the incident in the nurse's office. There's another... Yeah, I guess I must have...
I got it! I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was...
Bro, you can hear my brother through the mic.
A little bit, yeah. I wonder what that was.
He's just being a fucking idiot over
Don't worry, it's-
PS4, Mike.
this music and everything is pretty loud.
Well, I guess we're being idiots over a YouTube video, so.
Yeah. So far they're accusing Hiro of it. Right now. Over the candy wrapper that he dropped on the floor. Just nothing.
Oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Okay. Whatever.
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me!
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
So are you, Toko. You've never been accusatory before. Except that you probably have. I don't remember.
You're acting incredibly suspicious!
More hostility.
It's not just normal hostility! You're the real culprit! I even have proof!
Huh? Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
What a shining message even be.
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hiro, hold on.
This is so stupid, I swear to God.
When did you see that dying message
It
of
really
hers?
is.
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Huh? Hold on. But when Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message in it was...
I got it! Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
Nothing you say makes any sense. Definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation, in which case, could contradict what Hiro told us. I don't know how.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Okay.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Okay.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Here we go.
No, that's wrong. When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on! You're focusing on the wrong part! Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is! Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one. He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it! And this is me talking, so you know it's true!
No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Oh. Oh.
Show me
No!
the proof.
Wait, no, I
I'm
don't know what to
at
do.
least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least
How do I reload?
30% right.
How do I is it tab? Yeah, okay, it's tab.
The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. Show me the proof.
This should prove it.
That was pretty good. I did a good job.
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because Because I killed her!
Well, damn. You're admitting to killing her?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there...
Oh, okay.
Sorry, but was your mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well. Sorry, but do you mind waiting? Was your mind waiting? What?
It
what
was.
am I on?
I don't know, what was your mind waiting? Tell me. That's a good question.
What? Dude. Alright. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy. Oh, sure, thanks.
And that's all she said. After
One
that,
second.
we just
That's-
stood around in awkward
Oh, yeah.
silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
Not anymore.
This is it. I'm going to end it today.
What?
Are you gonna kill yourself?
No way. No way.
She
No!
bashes herself over the skull. Downs a bottle of poison. Not necessarily in that order.
Wait, no, hold on. There was like, oh, he's back. There was like, there was a protein, like a protein bottle. What if she like drank poison and killed herself with that protein bottle?
I mean,
And there's actually no murder at all.
maybe, yeah. Yeah, she could have just straight up took herself out, bro.
I mean, think about it. That's the only way. Of course, the only way for her to die is by her killing herself. The redwood burned the redwood.
I mean, she is a hunk of meat. Look at that.
Look a hunk of burning love.
Holy shit! My
Okay.
brother, holy shitting in there. You again?
Yeah.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then... I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head.
Oh my. So, he did do that. I was right.
I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that.
Wow, that... I don't think... Oh my. I think both Hiro and Toko struck her over the head with a bottle. That's what I think happened. Because 2 head wounds. He only hit her once. There's 2 broken bottles. And then she killed herself over the fact that everybody, like she thought everybody would be better off without her than probably. Because they seemed to all hate her. That is the case. That's really depressing.
Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain. And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
So what is it that Hiro did that doesn't make sense? Well, we have to write a message. Oh, that's true. Yeah, why would you pick that up? What? That's not...
Shoot!
What? Hiro wanted to crime on Toko, there's one thing that doesn't make sense. One thing here that don't make sense. Did you Sakura's finger? Oh.
I got it! That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it?
Huh?
By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh. Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
Toko. That makes sense. So Toko came in. Maybe saw... Maybe... So Sakura like fell unconscious. Toko came in, saw her unconscious. Saw that Hiro had written a name in the book. Hid the book from the magazine. And then like Sakura woke up and then she bashed her over the head again.
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Honestly, I kind of forgot you were there. I was kind of talking to myself.
No, I'm very much still here. I'm just following along with the story.
Yeah, so I don't think either of them killed her though. Could still be Aoi, but now there's the possibility of suicide on the table. So the killer was either Sakura or Aoi. The turns have tabled.
Then, he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
So then Hiro was cleared of suspicion pretty much of killing her.
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Which leaves Toko.
I got it! It had to be Toko, right?
What?
Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have... Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right? Hiro just admitted it.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
Are we gonna have to go through a comic book right now?
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't
Kinda
really see
already
why, but okay.
We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer. I have to prove that. Oh, we're just going into this. Okay, I see. Examination summary status of Sakura's... Yeah, status of Sakura's body, absolutely.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once, is that right?
There we go,
Yeah,
hit her once.
just once. After the first swing, the bottle shattered, and she went limp.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hiro really is the killer!
Hiro hit Sakura. Yes.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once, is that right?
Yeah, just once.
Nice.
No, that's wrong. If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
Huh? 2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head?
She doesn't.
She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used.
I already understand this, but whatever.
Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
This just seems like a really, really grotesque word problem you see in 4th grade math. John has 46 bottles. He gives 23 to Sally. How many does he have left?
That's easy. If you
23.
look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
Correlation between the Monokuma bottles. I feel like it's starting to become clear. Connection must be. I'll show you the figure. Oh. Okay, well thank you for the object. Chess piece. Yes, chess piece. Need this. Where's an S? And me, I need me an S. Where's an S at? Where S? I don't see S. There's S. Pace. I need another P as well.
Now I understand. That's it. The chess pieces. Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
I see a pawn, a rook, a bishop, and king, queen. One of the two. Missing a knight and what a royal T.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
King. Okay.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4. And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
Bottle that was missing
It was broken?
had to have broken. What is it was
Wasn't there
excited
two,
me?
weren't there 2 bottles broken?
Yeah, but I think Toko might have like cleaned the important pieces that showed there were 2 bottles there. Maybe.
I got it! The bottle must have been broken.
What makes you so sure?
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
The bag weighing.
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just 1 broken bottle at the scene.
And what is this evidence?
Kyoko and I figured it out before. Where is it at? Yeah, there we go.
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles.
We did a little experiment. Hashtag experimenting with Bae. I don't know. Well, that's where my brain went. But it did.
And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is there was actually more than 1 bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces. Which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
There can be no doubt that the second missing monochrome bottle is involved in this case. Must have been used by second attacker. Some bowling aficionados. Where do they come up with these third answers at? Really?
I got it! The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only 1 attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko?
Toko. Oh god. Guy from the pigtails.
And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
That is fair.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am.
I don't know, that's so funny.
Plus,
It's
I
because
just
it's so
remembered something
fucking
that proves it.
backhanded.
Is there a brain inside of that man? I don't think so.
I don't even know.
Look at the corpse of Chihiro right there. Represented by a painting.
Still cute even in
Okay. Maybe not.
Okay, maybe not the
fine.
body,
Let's
but
hear
in
it.
pictures. When they were alive.
And then there's Celeste right there, like, hello, I've killed people.
Yeah, Celeste would probably say some shit like what I just said.
I am Celestia Littlebird. I have murdered 7 people in my lifetime, but you only know of 1.
Even in death, a fool was a fat blob.
Oh god. The fat tub of lard. That's her exact word.
Big
Fat
old
tub of
jar of
lard.
bacon grease. That man was made of hand-tied fucking bacon grease and toe jam.
I remember the episode title. The episode that happened, I remember what I titled it. It's called Super Saiyan versus Tub of Lard.
Bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
You did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
They came loose way too long ago. They've already been lost.
So, Toko,
They've been
where the heck
loose
did
since
you
he was
disappear
born.
to?
Like he has a genuine disability.
He got dropped on his head in the womb.
How does that happen?
The umbilical cord wrapped around him.
That might be true. Who knows?
I mean, it's possible. There's actually been cases where, I mean, it's a thing that can happen, like, it gets wrapped around the baby's neck, they almost choked and died to death, yeah.
And it causes like brain damage that lasts throughout their entire life.
Possibly, I don't know about that part, but...
No, yeah, it can. It most certainly can.
I don't doubt it.
If the umbilical cord is on there long enough.
Yeah, I don't doubt it, but I haven't heard of it. And then there's, I don't know, there has this thought that my uncle has 3 kids now, and his newest baby, I think the baby's about a year old. He is giant. The biggest baby I've ever seen in my life. That thing is the size of a 4-year-old. Don't know how you call it a thing. It's a he, but still.
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
The locker.
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Whoa, why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
It's not ridiculous at all. Any proof that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room. And I have it. She left it there for anyone to find. New element been added at what time the episode. Probably should. So far you've probably been pressing the left mouse button during your final strike without a second thought. Now you're going to have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. Okay, never mind. I'm not even gonna. Now you'll have to choose a proper truth bullet to use during your coup de grace. Yeah. You'll select the same. You'll select it the same way as during the non-stop debate, simply by pressing the Q key or... Okay. 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 But for educational purpose, we're gonna pretend you're set to mean regardless. Just this once, okay? Wow. The moment of truth. Gotta do this thing again.
It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie! That's enough! It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. That's enough!
This should prove it.
Okay. That was close.
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
Huh.
Yeah!
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
So do you.
Then you killed Sakura!
Okay, Allie.
No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
The way she said that was great.
Straight up again?
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on. So I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around...
Oh god.
There was Sakura, covered in blood, and staring right at me!
I'd be scared too.
When I saw all that blood, I fainted. Right there in front of the magazines.
Did Genocide Jill come up?
I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Oh, yeah. Her? You mean? There she goes.
Guess who's back?
Oh, great.
It was your fault after all!
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories.
Miss Morose. I've seen this.
So I can't really say what was going on.
We did know that she didn't share memories before, right? And this isn't just the first time she's saying it? Because I actually remember her saying it before.
Yeah, I remember her saying it before too. I don't know.
Okay. Because she needs to clarify that.
But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see...
Yeah, that. Why'd you show? Okay.
Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible. No, she's terrible. Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever.
Huh, interesting.
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman. If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master.
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's, you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
So that's good. Keep talking like that and he is gonna...
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
What? Oh. I thought you for sure you have some words for Hero on
What's
that one.
wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
She's really trying to push a vote. She's really suspicious.
No, not quite yet.
Hina, you've been awfully suspicious.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd. Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
The blood from the mouth. It wasn't.
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Your wish is my command, darling.
Please never do that again. It's not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is... Let's see. Examination summary, so I guess it has to be satisfied.
I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
In front of the shelf.
I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
Okay.
No, that's wrong. We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
Byakuya? No.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
She does not lie.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
Isn't it bad when the most trustworthy person here is a serial killer?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
That has to be it. The evidence that proves there was an attack from the magazine shelf. Yeah.
I got it! Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors.
Probably true.
There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But...
Allie? Really?
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
Huh. So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible. I got it! Even before we open the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I got myself a moon pie, and I am good. Yeah.
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
Means it had to have been poison. Which means... only... well... could... Dan could have been Byakuya, maybe? I guess it just had to have either been Sakura or Allie. Sakura killed herself, that's pretty depressing. If Allie killed Sakura, that's even more depressing and wild.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Could you really be missing something so important? As a possible explanation, maybe it's... the blue flings from the mouth, purple. Yellow powder. Yellow powder.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Got it?
Shoot!
Come on, Makoto, calm down. Calm down. I don't need that.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Okay.
So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
Maybe
What
the
was it that killed
Monokuma
Ogre?
part.
If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot.
There we go.
No, that's wrong. According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood.
There we go.
I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
possible.
If
but
that's
probably
all
not.
it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood.
True.
Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You went inside of her. Okay.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
Yep.
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
I love me one of them mystery solving girls. Straight out of Scooby-Doo, I tell you.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
There we go, finally.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
There's 1,000 poisons in the chem lab. I mean, it's not that hard.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
No, this voice actress is amazing, I tell you.
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
A C-section?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
Bottle of poison. The bottle of poison Byakuya just showed us. I'm sure I know where he got it. It was on the same shelf as the supplements. Section A.
I got it! The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
Huh? But you just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
They really poisoned her protein, didn't they? Did Allie poison her protein? Nachos, are you still there? Or are you dead?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought you might have been asleep.
No, I'm just...
So, either Sakura or Allie poisoned Sakura's protein. Because only them two know what protein they like. So this really could have just been a suicide by poison all along. Which, I mean, I didn't even think that they would go that way, but I mean, it does make sense. They did just make a double murder last chapter, so why not make a single no murder this time? Suicide. Seppuku.
Yeah, so? Why?
But why would 2 people be trying to cover that up?
Well, okay, are you talking about Hiro and Toko?
Yeah.
Well, because they each thought that they killed her with one of the blows to the head, but they didn't. Hiro thought he killed her, but he just, like, made her go unconscious, pretty much. And then Genocide Jill thought that she killed her, but she just went unconscious again. And then I guess either Allie poisoned her, or she poisoned herself from thinking that they would all be better off without her around, so she was causing so much chaos by her mere existence. So it comes down to either Aoi or Sakura, pretty much.
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I don't know, you tell us, Aoi, what does he mean?
I mean this.
What? Yep, Baka, what are you doing? Couldn't believe my eyes. Yaku put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Master!
We were so shocked at what we were seeing, all we could do was stand there and watch. But as if it were almost a natural thing to do, Byaku was as calm as ever.
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
It's the protein, isn't it?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Yeah.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
I have a moon pie with me. I got food.
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Kyoko took the bottle from Byaku and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Huh?
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
Down Sakura's gullet. The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder.
Could it be? Yeah, we fucking know where it is. We figured this out like fucking years before you did.
We figured it out almost immediately. We were like, blood in mouth, that must be a poison. Like really. Just, that was great.
This fucking game, dude.
It's for children. Really gruesome children's game, I tell you. Oh, we're doing this again. What word is this? Oh, protein drink. That's what we're trying to do. Give me a T. Give me a T. T. That's a K. T. Oh, T trying to hide from me. E. Can I get an E? E12. This is how you spell protein, right? Where's E? N. Thank you. Drink. I. N.
Now I understand. The poison must have been poured into the protein can.
Yep, you're right.
If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Aoi. No. Did Aoi accidentally kill Sakura?
Aoi, what a naughty girl.
What a naughty girl. Don't ever say that again. Did Aoi accidentally kill Sakura? And she's like trying to not get found out or something? I don't know. Something at the scene. A protein drink, yeah.
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
Bum, bum, bum.
What?
And guys, I think that's a good place to end it off for this episode. So, anyways guys, well, I'm gonna show this out. Have a nice day. And we will see you all next time. Goodbye.